Well, hey YouTube, this has Ben Bobbins again with another series of levels. After a bevy of problems, that's right, I said bevy, we are going to get right back into recording and hopefully eventually streaming and showing off some viewer levels as we go. In the meantime, let's take a look at a few more of the levels that I've got already here. And I think that we ended last time with at the summit of Mount Koopa, which was my easiest one. And then we get into slightly more challenging as you'll see kind of a pattern of my skill increasing as we go. So, and hopefully we can talk about a little bit about like why I did the things that I did and the choices I made, what I was trying to do, and kind of some mistakes that I've seen that has turned me into a better level designer. So here we go. This is, you'll also see now, like I begin this, nobody's actually ever called me on it, but you know, whatever. But I begin this series of levels that all have to do with music, except for this one here. But I've been enjoying trying to find some like goofy puns and stuff. And so in this case, or sometimes like with this Tom Petty song, I can just roll with it and it happens to work. So no pun required. All right, let's get into it. This has 3.5%, so not too bad. And it's relatively easy, relatively quick. This is called Yeah, I'm Free, Free Falling. And so this is, oh, well, that, you know, that happened. This is the whole idea behind the level, is just to get these like quick little jumps. And really I was trying to mimic, I couldn't tell you the world off the top of my head, but there's a world in Super Mario World, the SNES version, where you've got to, hang on, I can't do two things at once, no, you can't, there's like all these little second green bars that go across, and you know, one of them will tell you 3 seconds and one of them will tell you 1 second, and you have like that long to do it before they fall. And so that was kind of the idea of trying to replicate something similar to that, but also have this I don't know, this thing that I think is kind of fun, where you have a really small window in which to jump from one place to another. And so you see there's a checkpoint already. Whoa, and I forgot what I had here. I haven't played this in a while. This was originally a lot harder. I don't remember why I decided to do what I did here. I think I'll miss it out. Alright, so, you know, we'll get there. Gotta practice up my own levels again. It's you know, a special kind of pride swallowing when you can't beat your own levels, but that'll probably happen a while. Alright, and that's actually, I slowed down, I shouldn't have. That, if you just keep running and keep that same pattern up, then that becomes a lot easier. Let's see if we can do it this time. No, we can't do it this time. Sorry to have let you down, YouTube. Alright, here we go. False start on that other one. And just keep the momentum, there we go. And then it's not so bad. This part is really not too bad, but it's easy to just do something silly. Alright, should I go for the one up? I need to go for the one up. I timed that completely wrong. That was awful. Here we go. Oh my god. Alright, maybe I don't want to go for the one up. No, we're going for the one up. And really, if I time this better, it would make it a lot easier. Here we go. One up, baby. Yeah, I say that after I died 6 times. It's like you're losing by 40 points in the Super Bowl, and then you score a touchdown and start cheering. Probably get 2 or 3 in today. This one is going to require some editing on my part, honestly, because for me to do this in one trip, we'd be here for like a half an hour at least. So this is my I'm pleased with this level. Like it has an appropriate amount of challenge, just under about 1%. It's got a ridiculous amount of cheese in it, and so that's I'm ashamed. What can I say? And I didn't notice it until Ryu himself played it, and so you know, just seeing that on like that big screen, I knew I could do so much better, and that gets pretty tough. So I've got a safety coin over here. If you don't know what a safety coin is, it's basically, you'll see that I have 4 rooms here. A safety coin allows the player not to die after they've gotten the key. And so the idea is that if I just go in here right now and get that key, well, that's fine, or that coin, that's fine, but, you know, obviously I can't get back out. So that's got to be the last coin you get. And again, the idea is that if I had only 4 coins, or I had all 5 coins out here, and then I did something silly and died, then I'd have to restart the entire level. And so having that safety coin right there really allows people to not make one of those silly mistakes. And that's honestly like what I try to do with a lot of my levels, is just I'm not trying to screw the player over. I don't want to be mean or be trolly. I want them to have fun with my level. If it's, you know, I got some good advice somewhere that your levels can be as hard as they want, but they need to be fun. And I've always taken that to heart. That if they're not fun, it doesn't matter. So here's the first bit of cheese. So the idea was that I wanted them to have to jump on this guy, spin jump, and get over there. But watch this, I can just jump over there. So that's a little goofy, but we'll do it the right way. There you go, that was the idea. And then if you go right away, then you die. That's what happens if you go right away. So like one of the ideas behind this YouTube channel is that I totally recognize that it's better to stream. Well, not better. I'm sure people have different preferences to do whatever they want to do. But the idea is that I eventually want to start streaming, but my internet is awful. It's awful. I live back in the sticks. That's the woods for you non-country people. And we have just awful internet. So as much as I want to stream, it's just maybe not in the cards all the time. Here we go. Coin, and this part's a little tricky. Just gotta slip in there. Alright, so here you can already see, if you're, you know, at all educated in cheese, all I gotta do is just jump up and go get those coins. One of them is actually really hard to get. I think it's this one. I'm gonna go right back down. Oh no, that one's the easy one. I'll get it the right way though. This one, it's probably just as hard to go this way as it is to go the normal way, so I'll go the normal way on that one for sure. I'll go the normal way on all of them, but, you know, that would have been fixed by just bringing those up a couple more blocks, or putting them sideways with no block underneath. So, recycling checkpoint. There we go. And, I mean, of course, Ryu saw that right off the bat. Let's go ahead and do this one. This one's a tricky one. Alright. Just a whole lot of, like, precision and taking your time and making sure that you're not in a silly spot. Oh, well, that was unfortunate. So, trying to, oh my god. I am admittedly, like, only so good at Mario Maker. So it's equally possible that I only think that I've got a valid excuse, when in actuality I just suck. Like, part of the problem is, and maybe you can see it on the webcam, I'm looking pretty far left here, is because I'm sitting pretty close to a TV, and normally, and my brother-in-law and Shifty Streamer think that I'm completely bonkers for doing this, but I will normally look at the gamepad the whole time I'm playing Mario. So this idea of looking at a TV at all while I'm playing Mario, it's already awkward for me. But I'm sitting so close to TV that as I'm looking to the screen, having to look all the way left and all the way right. And that's just something I gotta get used to. Alright, so here's probably the hardest room. And the idea is that you just gotta keep up with this POW as it goes, and then catch it at the right time. And I don't know why I'm such a sadist, but there you go. That actually worked out. Let's see if we can get this on the first try. Okay. Ah, that despawned. There's another... Huh, that's weird. There's supposed to be another muncher right there. It didn't even have the spring or anything. That's weird. Okay, well, it's slightly harder than I'm showing you here. And I'm dead. Yeah, so I mean, after all that, if you can make it that far, you still have that last little challenge. Let's see if this guy spawns the normal way. I've never seen that before. It's always frustrating when you go on a stream and there'll be some glitch or something that you've never seen before, but now it's not only the streamers dealing with it, but it makes you look bad as a level designer. You actually have a little bit of time there. Oh, okay. No. Huh. How weird. I wonder if something in that update... I haven't played this for a while. I wonder if something in that update messed that up. Two of them. There we go. Booyah. Alright, last one. Actually, it doesn't look like I'll have to edit this one too much. I've done okay. If you've seen any edits at all, then you know that I sucked there for a little while and had to, well, edit. Alright. This is not too bad, but you could actually get clipped by that first saw there, or the second saw, I guess. This one's a little tricky. Transfer there, and then you've got this other guy coming down, which just makes it a little bit harder. I found that it's easier to just jump really high right there instead of trying to hit it at the last second. Yeah, that's the one that's totally cheesable, and I'm just ashamed every time I look at it. Alright, that's the end level. Now you see I've got the safety coin, totally on purpose. Boom. As long as I don't jump up, then I'm fine. And that's the end of the level, boys and girls. But I do need this one up because it makes me feel better about myself. Not really. I'm not that dependent on that one up. It's okay, everybody. So we got Celebrate, which is my most popular level. It had 35, 40 stars maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago. And then all of a sudden one day it just took off. Barb ended up playing it just because it was on the top of the list there for a couple days. So, I mean, I was really happy to see that, obviously. But I made this after I played Papa's level called, what's that called? Sunday Fun Day Run Like Shell. And if you haven't played that, I highly recommend that. That's a blast to play. You know, I've already died. So, yeah, just like do things when there's coins and arrows. That's basically it. And do them the right way, obviously. Ah, I'm not getting that. I'm not jumping far enough. So, lots of these are edge jumps. It's really tricky with these kinds of levels to build because sometimes they're edge jumps and sometimes they're just like last space jumps. There we go. That's going to be too early. Sometimes they're edge jumps, sometimes they're last space jumps, and it's really difficult to tell the player what to do. And it's just as difficult, honestly, to make your levels not have to have that kind of what's what I'm looking for. That aspect where, you know, how difficult that is to like arrange that in the right way when you're designing levels. That was the first part of the level. I love that ending. People are always like, oh, that's so creative, that's great. You know what I really do with all of my levels? I just mess around with things until things work. Sometimes I have an idea and I like work really hard to make it work, and I just like keep playing with it until it does. Ah, I messed up. And then sometimes I let a shell go and let it hit a bumper or something, and then I try to make Mario end over there where that shell would die. Oh, I thought I died. You know, so a lot of times it's just like a whole bunch, and I mean a whole bunch when I'm building these levels. There's just a whole bunch of just trial and error, and there's plenty of things that I deleted that didn't work out. This one, I don't know if I made that. Ugh, yeah, I thought I jumped a little too early. there's plenty of world records. There we go. Plenty of world records on my levels that I don't have any idea how they did. Like I can't go that fast. And I built this thing. All right. So this is just a little bit of fun here. But if I would have done that differently, I would have put this a little farther back because lots of people just keep running because they don't realize they don't have to run anymore, and they miss something. So, but it's alright. It's still kind of fun. Definitely my most popular level. But I wouldn't even say it's my favorite. I think the next one we're about to play, or the one we're going to play, actually next recording, is called Bomb Spaghetti. I think that one's my favorite out of all the ones that I've built. So let's see. Yeah, that's gotten a little bit of traction there. 22,000 plays. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so last one for the night. Pretty fly for a pipe guy. All the girls say I'm pretty fly for a pipe guy. If you don't know what that song is, it's really pretty fly for a white guy. Taco Death would like that. But yeah, you should go look it up. It's by The Offspring. You should go educate yourself in the finer ways of the world. So here's one. What I'm standing on right now. If I didn't think that anybody would be confused by this, but lots of people come down here and do that sort of thing. You can actually just like spin break those. That's what I thought everybody would do, and lots of people actually do. So on second, go around, if I had a way to re-upload this, which I know I could, but I don't want to. But if I were going to re-upload this, I would put clouds there instead. So just those kind of minor things make it easier and more obvious for the player. You see at the beginning of this when I put all Z. Some people don't see that. I'm not sure how I can make that easier or better for the player, just to make sure that they don't get confused. And then this is a big waiting thing and try not to get hit thing. Ew, that was close. So, yeah. And then we have an all B section. And I think, this is a Ben Bobbins exclusive, yeah. There's actually a little bit of fun up here. Well, come on. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of secret things. I like secret things. They make it feel a little bit more like a real Mario level. And then you just slam. Here's actually something I didn't mean it to be a troll, but lots of people get trolled here. They don't pull out. And, it's still kind of funny. Most people who play that aren't upset. At least there's a checkpoint close by. I meant for people to do what I just did. Nobody does that. That's another thing. This is also cheesable right here. But not for me, because I wasn't fast enough. The idea is, obviously to have to fly the whole thing right there. There we go. That was beautiful and majestic. Boom. Take it. Alright, here we go. Originally I had red cans there, and they're kind of cool, but every once in a while you get hit. Totally not your fault, so... Alright, so because this part takes a little bit of time, and it's easy to mess up, you gotta do this thing 3 times. I skipped forward here for you to the one that I do correctly. There we go. Watch that saw will screw you up. Alright, if you do it right, you can actually zip under there and, avoid a whole bunch of that. There we go. Yeah, I'm just holding Y right there and jumping when it's time. You can actually zip under it right there too. I've seen people do it, and I've done it from this side to go all the way over that saw. Screw it, let's try it. Yeah. So you can speed this up quite a bit if you feel confident enough to do it. Get a key with the last one. You've got to keep the cape. No way around it. And then you can fly either way you want. Slam down. Lose the awesomeness that is the Shelmet. Oh well. See, I forget. I haven't played this in a while either. And then boom. And honestly, to be honest, I should have killed Yoshi there. I mean, I'm no sadist, but we'll see him again, everyone. He'll be in some other egg. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, and you know, hope to see you again soon. If you haven't already, go to my Twitter page and tweet me a link to your level codes. I'd love to feature them on this channel. You can just put in the hashtag BenSMM, and I'll see that soon enough, and then we'll get this right into a video. So see you around, everybody. Thanks.